Hey guys, it's Lauren here. This is my update for my pregnancy vlog. I am currently at, hang on a second, 29 weeks plus 5 days. I was recently admitted to hospital again due to getting really bad contractions. Many of you automatically assume it was Braxton Hicks. Let me clarify, it was not. I have been having proper contractions. I am 1.5 centimetres dilated from when they last checked on Thursday, I believe. And Kai has dropped and is pretty much, he's engaged. His size is actually measuring at 32 weeks, which is quite big considering I'm not quite 30 weeks yet. So they were quite shocked. My waters haven't broken yet, so it's pretty much just a waiting game for when my waters break or my contractions get any worse or more painful, if there's any bleeding or things like that, and then I'm going to have to go back in. But other than that, little man is doing really well. He's really healthy. His blood flow is really good too. The water surrounding him is what it should be, which is great news. So yeah, everything seems to be going alright. I keep having really weird spurts of energy, and to all soon-to-be mums, especially if this is your first pregnancy and your first time of having a child, I'm just going to say, right at the end in your third trimester, that is when your hormones are going to go AWOL. I mean, I haven't really been specifically like hormonal as such through my pregnancy at all, really. Yeah, I've had my off days, but that's kind of normal. But to be fair, in the last couple of weeks, last week I was really moody and aggressive, which is kind of odd considering how happy and stuff I've been lately. And then this week I seem to just be really upset and I feel like crying all the time. So God knows what next week is going to bring. So I've got just over 10 weeks left till my little boy Kai is due, and I cannot wait. One thing I will suggest is from about 28 weeks, I would make sure that you've got your hospital bag packed as much as you can. Obviously you can't put things like a phone charger and your hairbrush and stuff in, because obviously you'll need to pack them on the day. But also make sure your changing bag is sorted. And I'd suggest taking at least, depending on the weather of when your baby's due, take around 10 maybe sleep suits and 10 body suits, just so that you've got plenty just in case you have to stay in at any point. Make sure if you're breastfeeding that you have your breast pump, because it will come in handy and it's better than using the hospitals. And you can also learn how to self-express. What else is there? Make sure you have plenty of bibs, because you'll never know how many you'll need until you're there. In my hospital bag, I shall go and get it, and I will show you what I've put in mine. In my baby changing bag for his clothes and things like that, I'm going to leave while he's in hospital. I have included a comforter toy, which is basically my son's first toy, which his nan bought him, i.e. my mum. and this is what she bought him. It's really cute, really soft, and obviously it's baby friendly, and it's also neutral, which came in handy. I have 4 bottles freshly sterilised, packed in my bag, as well as 2 bottles which go onto my expressive breast pump. I have mitts which will come in handy, and a pair of booties for when he comes home. I have 2 sizes of nappies. I have newborn size 1 and newborn size 2, and I have 10 of each of those, and I also have a packet of Pampers Extra Sensitive Newborn in a little sort of travel bag that I'm taking with me in my holder bag. I have a pair of shoes which are actually made for cots because they're rounded rather than curved, because you shouldn't actually put shoes on babies because it can change the shape of their feet. But these are the shoes that I got him. Changing mat, obvious. What else do I have in here? Obviously some of my bibs and things. I'm obsessed with Winnie the Pooh, as you'll notice. I have a little hat to keep his head warm. But I have tons and tons and tons of bibs. I have 10 sleep suits which are that size. I also have a few spare tiny baby just in case with the way my contractions have been. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I have, for wipes, I also have cotton wool balls which are suggested with newborns with warm water to clean once they've either done number 2 or number 1. And these wipes I got for my son because they're supposed to be the best, and they've been given a Which Best by mums, and they are made specifically for newborn babies and premature babies. These Johnson's Baby First Touch wipes. So that's what I've got. I also have some more bibs and a swaddle, which basically makes the baby feel as though they're all wrapped up exactly like as tight and warm and comfortable as they would be in the mother's womb. Because I am choosing to breastfeed, may I suggest make sure you have up to 3 at least of the nursing bras, because you'll never know when you're going to run out. Make sure you also have plenty of maternity pads for afterwards, because you will need them, and also nursing pads which are to put inside your nursing bra so that you don't leak. Muslin squares are a must. I've got 3 packed, which end up looking like giant dishcloths afterwards. But that is basically your square, and you can pick them up really cheap in most places, to be fair. And burping bibs I'm using, so basically if you end up with a child that decides to prevent the projectile vomit, you have it over your shoulder, stops you getting messy. So it's very clever and very handy. Got a few of those packed. Also, just in case he gets cold, I have his cardigan jacket. He also has a little summer coat in my bag. And one thing that you cannot forget is make sure that you've got a blanket and your car seat is appropriate for a newborn. Which obviously the car seat will stay in the car that is taken home in, blah blah blah, etc etc. I won't go into the details. But yeah, that's what I have put in my hospital bag. So I have plenty, and of course if you're fairly close or you have family fairly close to the hospital, if you end up running out of anything, you could always get them to run and pick something up for you, which I'm lucky enough to have if I needed it, but I think I've packed more than enough. So fingers crossed, and make sure that you have a nightie or something baggy that won't stick to you, especially if you end up having to have a C-section or anything like that, that you'll feel comfortable in, that will preferably fit you after pregnancy, so that you have something that you can wear at home which will keep you comfortable at night as well, and whilst you stay in hospital. But yeah, everything's going really well, and this so far is my bump. 1 second. That is my bump, my little boy. He's not so little now. But yeah, everything's going really well, considering my pregnancy hasn't exactly been the greatest and it's had a lot of ups and downs. But fingers crossed, my little man will be here soon. And for all you teen mums or mums to be, young mums, older mums, I want to say I wish you all the best with your children and your pregnancies, and I wish all the best for the future as well. And for those of you having a rainbow baby, I know how you feel. It is absolutely incredible to think that after everything that's happened, that I've still got the opportunity to bring another life into the world, and hopefully this time everything will go right. And I'll have my little boy here soon. So thank you for tuning in, and I will keep you all updated. Thanks, bye!